whether it's the Fluoride Shield, the OcuPower, the Silver Bullet. That's how we fund the operation. I want to hire another group of reporters on top of what we got. Then we'll really be ready to go. More video editors, more investigative journalists, more writers. But we need the capital to get that job done. InfoWarsStore.com. So get high-quality water filtration systems at the best prices out there. Clearly filtered, Pro 1, G2, all of it. See all the little documentary reports we have about the products. InfoWarsStore.com or 888-253-3139. And even if you don't agree with all of my libertarian, constitutional, pro-human politics, what about all the other guests we have on, all the other people? This is a platform to magnify others. And hopefully they'll then magnify us in synergy. 800-259-9231 is the toll-free number to call in on. 888-253-3139 is the toll-free number to call. And you get great products at great prices to support the broadcast and keep spreading the word. All right, I want to go to Denny. And then I want to go to John, Steve, Roland, and others that are patiently holding. Denny in California, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. I just wanted to point out in that video of Ray Rice, he actually spits on her face as she walks by, and that's why she pushes him. And to me, this is typical victim mentality. And I'm sick of seeing victim mentality.
No, I hear you. Listen, I've never hit a woman. So, I mean, and look, my whole thing is they're making him, though, like he's the worst guy in the world. What about our government arming ISIS? That's all I'm saying. Why is this the top story in the United States instead of all these other serious issues?
Yep, I totally agree. And again, I think that it really boils down to the victim mentality. And, you know, ask anybody, they're a victim of this or that, and it's all bullcrap. We need to start getting our, as you would say, and get going and start getting... Well,
I agree with you. It's also sickening, you know, to hear his wife saying, we're victims now. Obviously, it's all about the money and everything. And they're just... I mean, look, I don't lose any sleep and cry about entitled professional football players, you know, not having extra $10 million to go gamble it away at the local casino. I'm just talking about the syndrome of the corrupt media that helps cover up for our government funding ISIS and our borders wide open and all the mass graves of little kids dead on the border, killed by the cartels. None of that's ever on the news. It's all just about how the media is good because Ray Rice is the bad guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, and you rock.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm just trying to do a good job here. But God bless you, and thanks for putting up with me. Let's talk to... is it Ronald or Roland? Yeah, it's Ronald. I tell you, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. I need to move, get a bigger screen or something. These phone calls are a little bit bored over there. Ronald in Texas. Go ahead. You're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, two things. One is dealing with the concept that they say, well, we've got to fight terrorism. You can't ever win a war against terrorism because terrorism is a military concept. It's known as guerrilla warfare. We lost Vietnam because we were fighting conventional warfare against unconventional troops. And by saying, well, we're going to win this war, we will win it. Well, it's funny because we've been there in the Middle East since 1990s, and it's been longer than all the other major wars combined.
And now there's the biggest terrorist army in history, officially, ISIS, with billions of dollars, armed by our government, who doesn't want it to end. Absolutely.
And if you really wanted it to end, either you act like the terrorist, or B, do like the Operation Fast and Furious, but this time put tracers in the weapons you give them, so we find them and drop a smart bomb on them. Very simple.
Well, there's another way. There's another way. You tell Saudi Arabia and Qatar, don't do this anymore. We're going to put an oil embargo on you. And so what? You know, just we'll start using our own oil. The problem is our government's in bed with Saudi Arabia and is actually giving them their own Islamic State to launch attacks so Saudi Arabia can have plausible deniability and won't get the blame anymore. This is a holy land for Saudi Arabia to send its worst and to get rid of their problem as well and then let them attack everybody. That's what's going on here. Our government wound up and armed these jihadis. The British government lets ISIS go back and forth between the countries. That's in the news. Why, the head of MI6 says we've got to be nice to ISIS and let these boys, he called them, back in. Because they work for British intelligence. They work for Israel. And I don't mean the entire Israel or the entire Britain. I'm saying ISIS is working for NATO. ISIS is being aided by the entire constellation of NATO. Turkey, you name it. What do you think the end game is, Ronald?
Honestly, they're hoping for World War III simply because they figure, well, even if we lose, we win. When I was in the Special Forces and I was fighting you in hand-to-hand combat, even though you kill me, I still gave the death blow to you, I still won. And that's their mentality. Even if we lose, we still got the elite underground and protected.
Explain that to me when we come back. I'm going to come back to you, Ronald. Then we'll go to John and others. Stay with us.
This hour brought to you by InfidelBodyArmor.com. When it hits the fan, don't be left without the body armor that will save your life. With prices starting at just $374.99 and ships free. Get yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Just won't quit.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.
Curious about what comes next? Next is the feeling of vulnerability you get after you arrive home to discover your house has been ransacked by burglars. Fool the bad guys with a new improved fake TV. You asked for it, we listened, and we made our new fake TV 3 times brighter than our previous model. The brightness of our new fake TV is equivalent to a 40-inch TV. It simulates the color and motion of a real TV while you're away from home. And when burglars think someone is home watching television, they're likely to pass your house and move on to an easier target. The new, brighter fake TV is only $39.95 and includes free shipping. Go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388 or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
He's going the distance.
Coming up, we're going to have a jam-packed third hour. A report on hidden microphones nationwide. Chicagoans respond to discovering the secret microphones. Our reporter, Buckley Hammond, is filing a report, but he'll also report from the remote location. Then we've also got a report by John Bowne on Ebola we're going to premiere here. The new iWatch and the new iPhone 6 are the cashless society, the thumbprint to buy and sell, partnering with the big 6 banks. And once they get rid of cash and even rid of credit cards, they're going to be able to charge you any fine or fee they want once you're totally digital. It's not that I'm against total digital money. It's that in the hands of the globalist, we know what they've already done when they have control. And we're watching their live stream right now. We're going to give you a report on that before this next hour ends. Finishing up, Ronald, talking about the globalist view that they don't care if they destroy everything as long as they destroy it. And I've read globalist statements about that it's actually in my film Endgame, where they go, even if we destroy the Earth or solar system, as long as we do it, it's good, that we go on willing, we will be in control. Is that what you're saying?
Yes and no. They expect to win regardless. There is no, for them, they don't have a concept of mutually assured destruction or the mindset of a no-win situation. They figure they'll win regardless. They figure their bunkers are deep enough, they have enough ability to survive. And just like the Georgia Guidestone philosophy that they use, let's wipe out the population, make it manageable, we're the elite, and then any of the few survivors we can just mop up. It's that simple.
Basically, we're in the hands of absolute madmen.
Yes, but I would use a different terminology, but since this is a rated PG show, I'll keep that to myself. How's that?
I hear you. It makes me so angry. Crazy people that do bad things to children. Crazy people that just like to do bad things. I'm so sick of them. God bless you. Good to hear from you. John in California, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. You know, we keep chasing our tails trying to fix government. The solution is not going to be found in fixing government. History shows us that free markets build civilization and governments destroy it.
That's right.
The only way, don't you agree? I think you agree.
Of course.
The only way to win the battle is through economic education. That's one of Ron Paul's messages. Lou Rockwell, people like that. I think we need to evolve to the realization that we don't need rulers any longer. Free markets can do everything that civilization needs. And I think that's one of the primary, I think that you, with your audience, should, a suggestion to you, maybe spend 5 minutes every day at the top of the hour giving some economic education to people. Fundamentals of economics.
Well, here's a fundamental. In North Carolina, more children homeschool than attend private schools. Daily Signal reports. That statistic may seem shocking if you've been a stranger to the growth of the homeschooling movement. And homeschooling is obviously not for everybody, but the fact that it's happening shows that people are walking with their feet, coming out of the federal globalist UN-run, that's what they are, UNESCO-controlled public schools, and it's going to force reform. Bill and Melinda Gates are coming out with a fake reform to corporatize and foundationize and federalize the private schools under standardization. So we've got to all realize there's no reason to have your kids go to school under the current paradigm to try to get a job, by hoping that they get a scholarship at these universities. For 90+% of people, it's going to be worthless or a detriment. The whole paradigm's coming down. You need to be educating your children how to be polite, how to be nice, how to be honorable, how to have basic skills, and how to do basic business, and how to understand trends. That's how they'll be successful. The whole existing order is being destroyed and purposely taken out, and everyone's being set up to be helpless under it. So there's your economic data. And I've been telling people that for 20 years since I've been on air. That's one good thing Rush Limbaugh's done, was explain to people that college, for most, is totally worthless unless you want a job in the government. And all that's going to come down as well. Third hour, straight ahead. Tell friends and family, tune in. This is an info war, and you're needed.
This is GCN.
And I know you're spreading the word. That's why we're starting to turn the tide. You can feel it.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there's a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch the assault
Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.